Hey guys, we're here with the legendary Joey C. Joey, how you doing today?
Got my shirt on.
Oh, nice. Didn't even notice that. I wish my microphone was working, my camera, but
I got my my hat that goes with it.
wish
See,
my uh, wish my microphone was working, my camera, but
yeah. So I didn't know you didn't know. I know you watched this yesterday, Chad. Yeah, yesterday was our last Lou and I's last show too. Yeah, so I didn't know you to September 1st, and then I forgot about my commitment I had with you today. I did announce that I have an interview tonight at 8:30, and then we're giving the members one more stream on Sunday, and then that'll be it. Catalana TV will be down till September 1st, unless Lou decides he's going to keep the evening show once a week with a special guest every week. We haven't decided if he's going to do that yet. He might,
okay.
he might, he might stay on the 3 months and just do it once a week, the evening show. And then I suggested to him he should have a special guest every week. So if he's gonna do it once a week, that means he has about 18 shows to do, 20 or 22 shows. So he'll have to find 22 guests. Of course, the only thing I told him that I would be a part of is I would have to make sure I approve all the guests. That
Of
it's
course.
both it's compatible for both of us. But I don't want no one to go on that's gonna that could hurt the channel. I don't want the channel to get hurt. I'm just taking a vacation. But
Right. You don't
but
want
I
no one trolling
yeah
him either. Yeah.
yeah. So and Lou could do that's fine. And then I even made him a great deal about he asked me how it would work out pay wise. And I said Lou, if you're going to be doing the show, I mean obviously the money's going to go to you. I mean it's he knows that he gets paid every month, so he's happy with that. But I don't know if he might decide to take the time off too. So I don't know yet. But all
Well,
I
if you
know is that
yeah.
I had to commit with you today, and I got a big interview tonight, and then Sundays are our last member show, and then from there I'm going into R&R, buddy, and
It's
have a
good.
good.
You deserve
You know,
some even though it's not for those reasons, you deserve some time off, Joey.
I need to recharge all the batteries. That's right. That's for sure.
And like I said, just let me know when you have to dip out. We don't have to go too long, but appreciate you being one of your last shows, and it's really an honor.
Thank you.
It was really a pleasure this past several months to stream with you.
Oh yeah,
And
well
get
don't worry, you'll be included when we come back in September. You'll be a regular, so that'll be
okay,
fun.
great.
Yeah,
And then, like I said, we could talk more off the air with if Lou has any
absolutely,
ideas for shows. I could help him, and so we can help each other and stuff.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. All right, so today, people, I've been I'm here with the great Clearwater Chad, who, by the way, is the new and up and coming star of the Dabbleverse, and I
Uh,
encourage you guys to support Clearwater Chad and to just you never know, this guy's got a unique style that is going to blow up so big, and the people that think he's not humorous or he brings nothing are the ones that walk away are the ones that are going to be sorry because he's got a lot of good stuff coming up. So we're going to talk about ladders today, ladder safety. So I'm going to let
that's right.
Chad take it over from here. Go ahead, Chad.
Thanks. We're gonna cue up the video. It's actually Ladder Safety Month next month, the month of May.
Oh, very good.
And
Very
thanks,
good.
Joey. We'll run the video here.
Thank you.
Working at height remains one of the biggest causes of accidents and major injuries. However, ladders can be quite helpful if used properly. Every time you use a ladder, you are required to work responsibly and take sensible precautions. First, choose the right ladder for the job. There are simple ladders, extension, or step ladders. Choose the best style for the purpose and select the proper height to ensure that it is best suited to your needs. Also, select the proper material. In the case of potential contact with electricity, rule out any type of metallic ladders and choose wooden, fiberglass, or
They're saying choose wooden, but wooden ladders are kind of going away along with they're kind of at
They're
least
becoming
where I work,
obsolete.
they're saying, yeah, they're dangerous themselves when they get older. So I know
Sure,
where I
sure.
work, they're throwing all the wooden ones out.
Or what's the best one? Aluminum ones?
I think, yeah, I would say aluminum.
Those
They, in my
Yeah,
opinion,
yeah. All
yeah.
right.
All right, cool.
plastic ladders instead. Once you have chosen the ladder, a pre-use assessment must be carried out. Check that the certification is up to date and that there are no visible defects. Don't use the ladder if it doesn't comply with the standards. Don't put yourself at risk by using a defective ladder. Place the ladder on a firm horizontal ground. Do not use ladders on slippery surfaces. Do not try to use any type of leveling devices.
That's pretty funny. He's got the ladder on a rock.
Yeah.
Definitely don't do that, right?
Yeah, that would definitely be a no-no.
I agree with Joey.
Yeah, definitely not a good idea.
No.
You should never make a short ladder taller by putting something under the legs. If you require more height for the job, consider a different type of equipment that is high enough. Ensure locking devices are engaged before use. Don't overload the ladder by hanging objects from it.
Yeah, don't put your clothes on there, folks. Am I right, Joey?
That's right. That's right. You want to be with all the proper stuff that you need, and no extra stuff. No putting stuff on the ladder. Or don't put your lunch on there. Don't put your extra shirt on there. Just not advisable. You know, you gotta use the ladder for what it's meant to be used for.
That's right.
Protect the work area using suitable barriers or cones so as to prevent getting hit by someone or getting struck by falling objects. Maintain 3 points of contact, no matter what type of ladder you're using.
I think that's important too. 3 points of contact. 2
Yes.
feet. And
I even go further. Excuse me, I got this. This has been rough the last week. Is once you get to the point of where you need to be, is to have a an extra latch, the latch belt that latches on, to something to the building and to the ladder. So if something does happen, you could suspend in the air with what you have around your waist and attached to the building. So.
that's a very good point, and they actually do not go over that in this video. I don't believe it.
Yeah,
You are right.
safety belt is what I'm asking. I've seen companies that come out and climb these telephone poles, and even though when they get to the top, they have a safety something around them, and they with the hooks, and they land just in case the ladder falls. Then they're still suspended in the air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
As you place the ladder onto a surface, calculate the leaning angle accurately. For proper stability, use the 1 in 4 rule, 1 unit out of every 4 units up. That is to say, the working length of the ladder is 4 times the horizontal distance between the feet and top support. Keep your body centered on the ladder. Do not overreach or stretch your body outwards, which can shift your center of gravity and cause you to lose your balance and have an accident.
Yeah, I could picture people doing that too, overreaching like that, and
Of course.
yeah, especially like you said, if they don't have it mounted like you recommended.
Right. I'm guilty of it when in the house using ladder. You don't put it in the right spot, and then you wind up going like this to the left or going to the right like this, stretching. What's the sense of being on a ladder if you're going to do that? Put it where you need it to be so you don't have to do that, because you're at great risk leaning that way or leaning that way. So that's going to come down, and you're going to come down. So
Yep.
it's just go to the area you're meant to do. Like him, he's out stretching it. He's going to wind up shifting his weight. He's going to just fall. He's not even. He don't even have a safety belt in case the ladder does fall and he falls. At least with the safety belt, you're suspended in the air. But
Right. Absolutely.
I don't know, but some he's definitely doing. I would not be doing what he's doing. That's all.
Right. Yeah. Same here. No, he definitely can fall. Oh, and he did.
Do not use the last step of the ladder. Pay attention to the warnings.
Yeah, that was the video.
Wow. And I'm not saying that this was the best safety video, because obviously I didn't like him demonstrating how he was leaning. So if we were to pick apart this safety video, I would say, and to score this video, if it was the correct way shown, I would fail this video.
I agree. Like I said, they didn't have what you said, Joey. They didn't have the the protection to hold the ladder in place, and that's very
Exactly.
important.
And the way he was leaning, showing people, I would fail that. I would definitely fail this video that they are putting out there um, as a safety video. So I would have to score the video not good, and I would definitely change up some things, like Chad and I said, is put a safety belt on, and I would not be leaning that much to the right or that much to the left without that ladder being locked in somewhere. So I don't recommend what they taught that safety video to follow that procedure. That's my opinion, though.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, they could put them in the chat.
We'd like to take questions. Anybody?
By the way, which one's pink says safety first. Welcome to the chat.
I'm sure I see our good friend Mike Shitty Internet. He's always got great questions. He's a guy that knows how to chat, and I'm sure Mike's got some great questions.
Yeah, I think Mike said, I thought, wait, I can't see it good. I thought it was ladder safety, aka the Xanax. He's funny.
Mm-hmm. Is that what Mike said? Yeah, Mike did say something. I think.
Yeah.
It was ladder safety, aka Xanax. Yeah, I believe I did see that. Yeah, Mike definitely is. He pays attention. He's on point. When he needs to be funny, he's funny. And yeah, I mean, he brings. Mike would be great on a show. I'm telling you, he'd be a great co-host on a show.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I've always said that about him. He'd be a great co-host.
Well, he's welcome on my show anytime. Then
your
recommendation's all I need, Joey.
You can't get a better person than Mike. That's all I can say. So, one true of a kind person. That's all I can say. But you don't find them people no more in life. So, very hard. Yeah. You could get a guy like Mason in Portland who will turn on you for 50 cents.
Well, Mason probably doesn't even use the ladder safety, right?
No, he probably don't. But I mean, he's a guy that he goes where the wind blows. If someone bigger and more successful in this great Dabbleverse tells him to do something, he'll do it, even if he then come back and say he's loyal to you, and then he even goes around, he lies to people about it's criminal to dox people. Well, I don't know. Kahuna doxes his fucking fat ass self, so maybe he should go to jail then for doxing his own damn self, right, Mason? You're a terrible person, Mason, and I'm going to make sure everybody knows it about you. You're a terrible human being. I hate to tell you that.
That's good. I like how you call people out, Joey, and that you're right. Sometimes it's too much sometimes.
A spade is a spade. I tell you that. An orange is an orange and an apple is an apple. And he plays that perfectly down the middle as being the perfect chatter and the perfect friend to everybody when he's really a mole troll. And, Brennan, who is a very successful in his life and truly very successful in his life, Brennan's blocked Mason and calls him for what he really is. And I didn't want to believe it at the beginning, but, Mason continues to support losers. And I don't know if you heard about people coming out to the building and harassing the businesses downstairs and posting stuff and making Craigslist lists and they say they're not committing crimes. Well, we got a so-called lady named Tampa Tammy. We have her license plate number. We have her car. We have her photos. And they're the ones that sent her out here. So if they don't want to be men and they want to let a lady fall for them, well, guess what? That's what's going to, so be it then. Then that's it. They say they want to negotiate. There's no negotiation. You know what you have to do. You need to say bye-bye, and then everybody wins. But they don't want to do that, Chad. They want to try and lie. And I hope they continue to go the route they're going because it's just piling up on them. So, and I have given all their screen names to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and they will, off screen names, they will know who each and every one person's real name is. We already have a couple of them. We know who American Cupcake is. We know who Big Kahuna is. We know who Mason in Portland is. We have enough to get this bandwagon going. So, and they can continue joking and thinking everything's fun. I'm going to enjoy my vacation while they go bye-bye. So, see, it's going to be fun and have a lot of good times. So,
it's just so surreal that they're doing that. And I'm sorry you have to go through that. It's just,
they're doing it to themselves. Anybody that doesn't realize there's 10 cameras to cover every inch of this building front and back, and that they made a bad mistake sending out this lady yesterday, and she's
Right.
gonna pay she's gonna, whether she's an innocent lady in this or not, it don't matter. I don't care. They started this, and they want to cry wolf and say they're victims. And Kahuna wants to fucking cry like a little bitch victim that he is when he's not. And Mason wants to cry wolf. Sorry, no more nice guy. I warned you guys. I'm not holding. Nope. I'm not taking. I'm taking all prisoners with me. You understand? And all you guys that want to laugh and think everything is funny, because I don't. Do you find anything funny? Even if I wasn't done to me, if someone went to someone else to post something on a wall or in the neighborhood, where's the funny in that? I don't get it. Where's the funny in making a Craigslist? I'd be pissing my pants and rolling on the floor, they said, if I saw those new Craigslist ads. Where is it funny? I still don't find the humor in that. Do you find any humor in
Well,
that?
it's definitely not funny. It's definitely harassment, and it's
You
got
know?
to stop. And like you said,
And
they're doing
it is
it.
criminal harassment. They don't understand. In Florida has their own laws, man. Florida don't put up with no shit with nobody. They will make a law up just to fucking arrest you. They don't understand that. Florida don't play. They will invent the law just to get the arrest. That's how Florida is. Third world country here. They're on their own. They make their own rules and regulations here. That's how they do it. They got laws here that other states don't have. But here they do have it. It is criminal trespassing. It is. I don't care if it's a public parking lot. There's only one business calling other businesses up and harassing them and trying to get them to and harassing a business. That's harassment. They don't understand what they're doing is felony stalking. They don't understand. In Florida, they take that shit serious. If it wasn't their state, it probably wouldn't be a charge. They wouldn't even think about it. But in Florida, I got news for them. They need to research how Florida is. They keep saying they're not breaking the law, but they are. They are. And that's
Right.
one thing I hate Florida, but I'm grateful that I'm protected under all these laws. So, and they think I'm bluffing. Well, I hope they do think I'm bluffing because I'm not. And they want to call me a doxer. You started this. So Tampa, whatever, Tammy. I'm sorry, ma'am. You got with the wrong crowd, and we know your license plate to that blue Honda Civic that you drive, and we're gonna expose you every way we can with the internet and the police. So have a nice ride wherever you're going. That's all I'm gonna
That's,
say.
that's good because that's just too much.
Because if one of them go to fucking jail, just one of the tards from that channel, and that chat will go to jail, they'll all run. I promise you. And they
Wow.
keep saying I'm the criminal, and I'm the one that should be. Okay, well, it's going to be pretty hard when you guys are doing it all, and everything's documented what you're doing to me. And I asked one simple request: forget about the name Joe Catalano. Take down your tard channel, your troll channel. Go have fun with somebody else in the Dabbleverse. Leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. I'll leave this lady alone. We all win. We all win. They don't want to stop saying you're some organization. Stop saying you have a legal department. Stop saying you have a PR department. You don't have shit, Doom. You don't have shit. You just keep on burying yourself. And I can't wait to look at your face here in a Tampa court course. I can't wait to see you beg me to please not do this. I can't wait. And it's coming.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, they have it coming, Joey. It's your right, and I would do the same thing.
They
That's your
wouldn't know how to handle jail, Mr.
yeah.
Clearwater Chad, brother. They wouldn't know how to handle jail. They wouldn't know how. Jay Sure, how are you? Best deal in Denver's. Thank you, Jay. Jay Sure, he just sent you a nice super chip there. He's a
Thank you.
good man. I told you that's my friend. He's a former baseball player. Great man. Thank you, Jay Sure. I think Chad and I are, like I said, I'm taking a vacation. I'm going to enjoy some baseball games this summer. I got out of touch of baseball. I'm going back to spend time with my mother. I'm going to go back and I'm going to rebuild my self-esteem. I'm going to rebuild my health. I'm going to do a lot of things this summer, and a lot of it to do with baseball. I'm going to spend some time out at Wrigley Field, and I'm going to catch some good old-fashioned baseball. And I'm going to connect with my past, and I'm going to put a lot of closure in, and I'm going to come back strong. And definitely, I just told Chad before we came live that he is in the future with Catalano TV, and me and him will be doing stuff after September, some stuff, and Lou and I will be back with the evening show, and it's going to be a whole new ball game come September 1st. So, which is a
That,
Monday, by the way. So,
oh, okay. Like I said, we'll definitely have to stay in touch, and
yeah.
I commend you for doing that.
Yeah, I got a big interview tonight, 8:30 with Little Mirror, Dr. Chow. That's at 8:30 tonight. Part 2 of a 4-hour interview that we did back in the beginning, when way back in the beginning. I think it was his 4th show that he ever did. And that was an interesting one. We actually tied up in a big fight in the last hour, me and Little Mirror, and there was quite a battle. But since then, we became friends, and he's came on my shows a couple times, and he asked me to come back now and do part two, and it'll be interesting. It's night 8:30 at Little Mirrors.
Oh, we'll definitely have to. I'll watch it. We'll have to
Yeah,
all watch it, and I'll have to
yeah,
watch the
and
stream from yesterday. I
yeah,
missed.
yeah, 8:30 Little Beer stream with Dr. Chow. And then Sunday we'll be doing our last members only stream until September 1st. So Lou and I, Lou wants to do the member stream for the members, and so that'll be Sunday. And then uh, the people that are close to me that know how to get a hold of me, that have my phone number, feel free to keep in contact. There will be clips going up and stuff like that of older stuff throughout the summer, just to give you guys a little dabble and stuff, and then the catalog count will be going up. I just left a message for the guy that we are almost done negotiating where we're going to be at. I don't want to say where we're going to be at, but it is a comedic fan favorite place of Florida is where we're trying to lock in the thing. I'm waiting on the owner to call me back again. We talked once already, and I think we're going to wrap it up if he calls me back today or tomorrow, and then I'll announce where it's going to be. But it's a comedic fan favorite and well known place, and they handle all the ticket sales and everything. So everybody's money will be secured, and it'll be good. But it's going to be a great event.
That's
So
great.
that will be definitely on the market for next year. So
That's good. Mike Shannon, a provider, is saying, where is it now? Joey, are you going to meet up with the famous white pimp from Chicago still? You said you were going to interview him for the future.
who's that?
It says white pimp. I don't know if this is.
Oh, where was that at? Let's see. Was that? So, are you
Uh,
going to meet up with famous white pimp for Chicago still? You talk about white folks, famous white folks. I
oh,
will
okay.
reach out. His name is White Folks. Yeah, he's a yeah. I will definitely reach out to him, my old friend, and yeah, I would definitely. I won't be live streaming at all this summer, but I will get a lot of footage. Videos will go up. Uh, but like I said, I'm taking away for the live streams. I will like put up clips of old stuff and whatever is being filmed in the document area that I'm doing on myself will go up in September when it's finished and edited and yeah, stuff like that I will definitely get out there for the summer. If I can reach out to him and he's willing to do the interview, I'll definitely going to interview white folks. Yes, so the answer would be yes.
That sounds really exciting going to Chicago.
Yeah, great city, man, great city. So,
Sounds like it. They taped an episode of Knight Rider in Chicago too, by the way.
oh, did they really? Yeah, I'm too bad this summer they don't film Chicago PD. That's when their downtime is. But I would love to be there to be able to go on the set over there to watch them film.
For sure, for sure. That's amazing.
And I gotta look up some history for. I'm doing some history stuff for my grandfather who was with the Chicago Police Department from 1954 to 1979. And I guess if I go down to the main headquarters and present my ID that my grandfather and give his star number, I could get old cases of his that he worked and I want to do a little history of my grandfather because he was a great detective in Chicago. So,
Oh, that's amazing.
yeah, so yeah, he spent a lot of years in the police department. So I got a lot of things I want to do, man. But the main thing is reconnecting my roots to baseball. That's going to be the big thing. So that was my passion, and doing this documentary that I've been wanting. I started writing a book 6 years ago about my life and all my stuff and all my adventures. And like I said, tonight the interview, which is like I told everybody yesterday that Lou and I were done till September, which we are. We did. Lou mentioned about the member stream yesterday. I did say about the Little Mirror. I forgot about the thing I had with Chad. And the other thing I said, if I get the interview with my new cousin, then that's the only time I'll be on the internet because there's a chance I'll be. I just found out I may have a new family member, blood relative. And, I'm been talking to, getting to know each other. And if he agrees to the interview, I'm going to be interviewing Sammy the Bull. So
Oh, that's great. I follow him.
yeah, well, it turns out we might be blood cousins. So that's on his end. He's the one that said he was related to Catalanos, and my great aunt confirmed that my grandfather had cousins in Long Island. So there's a very good chance, outside of DNA, that me and him are relatives. So blood
Oh,
relatives.
that's great. He's got a great
Yeah,
podcast.
Yeah, he does. He does. Good kid. And talking with him, he's a really good guy, man. So, and he's all about family, and this changes everything. If I if I'm pretty sure he's convinced that it's pretty much a green light that we've already accepted each other to be family, and so that means I'm going to be privileged to a lot of stuff with him. So, which is going to be
Oh,
great. Yeah. So
yeah.
yeah. So I'm excited. So
Clearwater, Chad's brother says that's a huge interview. Nice job, Joey.
yeah. Well, I mean, he said it on his podcast about I asked him a question, and then he initiated the thing about the cousins, and he told me to let him know what I find out, and then I wrote him an email, and then gave my phone number, and we talked a couple times already, and got to know each other a little bit. Things are looking good because we're talking
That's
about family
great.
stuff. Yeah, so
It's gonna
and
be a
I
great,
go,
great summer for you.
yeah, it's gonna be great. So yeah, and I lived in Arizona briefly for a couple years, and right when he went to prison for that 20 years is when I was in Arizona, when he went away to in Arizona prison. When I was out there with the Texas Rangers in Arizona, I lived out there for 2 years, so got a
Okay.
little history out there too. So
Yeah, it's interesting.
yeah, so but I got you know I got a lot of stuff that I want to talk about my baseball show and my connections to the underworld and family and that I have never really talked about, but we're gonna start getting that off the ground. Uh, this is gonna be really produced by a real producer. I got in the works to talk with company. These tower stories are gonna be done right. Of course, I'm gonna have to buckle down, and I'm gonna have to listen to the team, and they're gonna lay out the format and how it should be told, and what should be allowed and what shouldn't be allowed, and what's going to be good and what's not going to be good. So it's a long process. Um, I got the gift of gab. I'm a great storyteller, and so they'll put it together the professional way, so it makes it better for me, which is what my goal is. So it's
That's
been my goal
great.
from day one. So
And we
it's
got an update. We got a super chat from Escher One. Thank you for the super chat. He said, Joey, I'll sponsor a piece of your trip. That's a great update.
well, I appreciate that. You know how to get a hold of me. All donations would be great because, like I said, I'm on a fixed income, and family's excited. Thank you, Jason. You know how to get a hold of me, buddy. That'd be grateful, and we'll all go for the trip. I will be driving. I won't, because I'm gonna need a car down there. I'm gonna be down there for a while, and that'd be great. That'd be very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jay.
That's
So,
great. Thank you, Escher
thank
One.
you. I still have the same everything, same Cash App, and the same. I think we emailed, or you can still get me on Twitter as well. So, and I think if you don't have my new phone number, I'll make sure you get it. I'll send it to you through a DM. So. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. It means a lot, man.
We got another super chat. This is one of these guys that's a laughing and joking and lying and stealing this Roachy guy here.
Mm.
He's always making jokes. He says, this is the cut Joey from Stream Chat. That's not funny, Roachy. You know what I mean?
Well, children always must play, and they always must get the last word.
You
And
can't trust a cockroach.
no, you can't. They're the only things that can live through anything. So, but it's all good. I don't. I still have respect for him because he did apologize for something he did to me that he admitted was a lie, and I was very, very, very proud of him to step up to the plate. So at least he shows himself, and at least he is man enough to admit he was wrong. And so I can't really. I'm really not so upset with Rochi anymore.
Oh,
So
okay. All right. Thank you for the
yeah,
$2 too, Roach. Appreciate that. All right.
yeah.
Well, I'll give him
He,
another
he
shot then.
he did step up to the plate and apologize for something he did to me over a year ago, and he said it was wrong, and I really appreciate that. So he showed character to me, and so I really can't hate on him much for. I
Oh, good. Okay.
I put it this way: I forgave him in my heart, and I understand what he has to do. I don't. I'm not saying we're friends. We're not friends. But I'm saying is I understand why he does what he does, and I wish him nothing but success. So that's all I can
Yeah.
say.
If it's just playful banter, that's fine. It's just
Yeah,
some of the other, not him, but some of the other things that you're talking about. People are going too far, and I don't agree
yeah,
with.
they are. Some of them are, because they just don't. They don't. Here's the problem with people that go way too far. And I'm not saying that I'm proud of this, but when you do get caught doing something when it's criminal, and you actually face the music to be possibly going to face probation or prison or some type of jail time, it humbles you very quickly. It makes you wake up and really say, wow, this is reality. I really fucked up. And I that's the one thing that I always could say that anytime I got in trouble, I was accountable and I faced the music and I didn't know what the outcome was coming. I tried to make the best outcome I could by agreeing to everything they wanted, by paying back anything I owed restitution wise, but it's still at the end of the day, you still don't know what the judge is gonna do. And when if you're not humble and you don't accept that or be accountable, it could get bad. So people that have never been in trouble that think they know laws and they think they know all this satire bullshit and all this stuff that they play around in, but they've never been in trouble, so that's why they don't take it serious because they think it never could happen to them. Let me tell you something. In life, anything and anybody is vulnerable to any bad to happen to them without them even injecting anything. It could be a misunderstanding, the wrong place, the wrong time, someone that looks like you that you get accused for. Anything could come in your life that could be bad to upturn your life. And karma does work like that.
I agree with you 100%, Joey.
And that's a fact. So the minute they think that they're invincible and that nothing can happen, they're not committing nothing, just remember anything bad could happen. Anything could happen to you, and you might not even be at fault, but mistaken identity or just goofing around like you goof around and doing what you try to do to me. Someone does it to you, and then but it gets flipped so bad in a serious way that you're going to be penalized for it. So that's why I'm talking about joking around and busting balls with one thing, but going to areas that you don't know nothing about when you don't know the consequences and you've never experienced being arrested. It's not fun. And once it starts, and then you're going to sit there and say, "Holy fuck, man, he was right. I guess it is criminal." But you know what? I can't keep saying it. You guys have to. You're gonna have to face it. The music when it does happen, and it may not happen. But I'm telling you, Florida don't play. They have their own laws. What you might have in your state is a laughable thing. Here they don't play. Let me tell you something they don't play about. They don't play with stalking in Florida. That's one of their toughest laws here. They have one of the steepest stalking laws. And what they construe to be stalking is very simple. And what they're doing by sending people to this property, that's stalking. That's stalking. And Florida will come after you and they will prosecute you. So it's out of my hands. They just keep burying themselves. They want to keep thinking they're funny and that they got the upper hand which they don't. Not with me living in Florida, they don't. So
Yeah, they
they're
went
gonna,
too far.
they're gonna step on them themselves and then they're gonna cry. And there's nothing I can do for them. But when they face that music, every one of the people in the chat are gonna run. They're all gonna run and hide because they're gonna say fuck. And yes, what you think you can get away with, you can't. You just really can't. So continue. I wish they continue being stupid. It just makes it easier. So
Well, I hope they have what's coming to them, which is being serious. They do need some time. They do need
yeah,
some jail. So
yeah. Well, I mean, you are right, Gases. We did do the first 20 minutes of our show was ladder safety. I mean, we graded the video we covered. We uh we asked anybody if they had any questions on ladders. No one had any questions, and so we moved on. Uh,
that's
I
true.
mean, unless you have a safety question and a ladder question, we'll be glad to take that question. We gave everybody the opportunity to ask a question. Nobody did. So uh, again, if we got any questions, we'll take them. If not, I think we're wrapping up the ladder safety and look forward to Chad in the future for all safety stuff he'll be doing. So
Thanks, Joey.
you're welcome.
Um,
Anybody?
yeah, did you say you wanted to wrap up because you got the other show?
Yeah, I gotta have dinner and I gotta.
Okay, yeah, no worries. I didn't. I knew. Yeah, you had. So Joey has a show on 8:30, folks. So we're gonna get going. But it's really an honor and a privilege, Joey. This is one of your last shows, and I'm really proud to be part of it. I want to
Thank you.
thank you for everything that you've helped me with in this past several months, and
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
continue
you.
to talk to you offline and stuff like
Yes,
that.
yes, yes. Jay, sure, you know where to get a hold of me, buddy. I'd be very, very grateful because yes, it's going to be a great, great time, and I got to make some contacts at Wrigley Field so I can get some tickets to some games. So I figured the best way to me to go is go to the PR department and start there. I do have a longtime friend that's been in the club locker room. He's worked there for 35 years. He's still there, so he might be able to slide me on the player pass list for some tickets on games I want to go. As long as I don't go after some big games, like week games would be fine. But anything that might be an important game, it might be tough for him. But I've known him I've known him for 40 years, and he's still in the locker room. I heard that the head clubhouse guy, besides Joe Squana, passed away. Tom Hellman, they call him Otis. He passed away. Now, he died at a very young age, in his 60s. I don't know what happened, but Otis, yeah, he died. The clubhouse manager. That's the guy that came over from Cincinnati in 1983. Took over the Vizzy clubhouse at Wrigley Field. He was assistant in Cincinnati under Bernie Stowe, and I worked for Otis for a couple of years, and I just found out he passed. I didn't even know he passed. So it's wild, So hear about all your friends that you know, and that you start looking at them that they're starting to die now. So that makes you get a little nervous when you get up there in age. If you don't take care of yourself, who's next? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thanks again, Joey. Appreciate it.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
And hit end stream.
Thank you.
Thanks for the super chats, everyone.
Thank you.
All right.